Hi, today I'm reviewing the Papablic bottle sterilizers. Let's get started. So here we have two bottles with exactly 100 milliliters of water in each. The first thing I want to go over for these Papablic bottle sterilizers is that the measurement markings are inaccurate. The instructions for these bottle sterilizers clearly state that 100 milliliters must be used if you're going to go through the sterilizing process. So, let me show you. I would also like to mention how these sterilizers are somehow very different from each other despite being the same. In the manual I got, it stated that if you have an area where the water that comes out of your tap leaves white spots all over your dishes, that means you have lime scale. I of course have had this one longer than the other, but it had just gone through a descaling process recently. Unfortunately, for some reason, even after a couple uses, it's brown again. Sorry, I had to pause for a minute. Where was I? Oh, even after a few uses, just one or two uses even, it's back to brown. Yet this one has gone through multiple uses since I got it and has not had any lime scale, not even once. And the same water is used for both. I've seen a teeny bit of white, but never nothing compared to this. So the fact that these have used the same water but have different turnouts is a little confusing. Anyways, we have two bottles of 100 milliliters of water. Let's zoom in on the max line. The max line is clearly right there. Let's fill up to the max line real quick and see how much water we have left. We are clearly at the max line already. The max line is right here. We are clearly at the max line and somehow we have this much water left. Let's pour that in and we are over the max line now. And before anyone says anything, is it because I'm using Medela bottles? No. I have tried multiple other measurement bottles with the 100 milliliter mark and it still comes out over the line. And at first I thought it was just this one. But let's go to this one too. Here we have another 100 milliliter bottle of water. We're going to pour it to the max line. We have reached the max line. Let's see if I can get my camera to clear up on that. We are very clearly at the max line, if not a little bit over already. Yet somehow we still have the same issue of there being over an ounce of water left. Interesting. And that takes me to my next part of this. Somehow, no matter what I do, a lot of gook ends up on the outside of this. I think I wiped away most of it for now. Oh, there's some on the corner. Brown gook. And somehow, after a few uses, again, I just descaled this not too long ago. Even after a few uses, somehow all that brown gook gets in there, and it's really hard to clean. I have the Boone Cacti set, and I use the straw brush. I've used a thin little clean makeup brush, and I have never been able to get that brown out of the creases. It's kind of nasty looking. It's probably harmless, but I still don't like looking at it. It also leaves brown all around here. I even see it leaking out sometimes, which makes me question its sterilization ability, as the sterilization chamber should be completely, tight. I shouldn't see stuff coming out of it while it's sterilizing. And yes, I have it properly put together. How could I not have it properly put together when it's just, set it on top and go? Oh, and there you go, there's more of it. This is all just from the sterilization. I shouldn't see all that out there. Another thing to go over is I've contacted their customer service before, and it's telling me you should be able to fit 10 bottles in here. If I'm fitting 10 bottles, I assume I'd have to take all these out and hope that somehow these holes would be under each of them, properly sterilizing them. But at the same time, if I do cover this whole bottom, that wouldn't make much sense to put this on top of it then. So there's a little bit of an issue with that. How am I supposed to fit all the bottles I need to and still have room for, all the lids and stuff? That's another main issue of mine. I would like to go over a couple other things. Sorry, it's hard to do that with one hand. A couple other things I'd like to go over are these dial markings. My significant other used it one day, and he must have had a little bit of water on his hands because when he turned it, he must have rubbed it. And as you can see, the dial markings have come off. I had to clear tape this whole thing and this one when I got it because I was afraid of losing the markings completely because I'd love to know which mode I'm turning it to. So I also noticed this. When the sterilization cycle is finished, this dial never goes down here. I have to manually turn it myself, which makes me wonder if I'm turning it, say, to here, and I can still turn it back a little, is it actually going to that cycle? That is another little worry of mine. As for the water on the dial markings, I have always wondered this about fish stuff too. If it's going to be around water, even if it's not meant to be submerged in water, why aren't the markings or parts of it waterproof if they get splashed with a teeny little bit of water? Sounds like one of my kiddos needs me, so I'm going to cut this review short. I'll try and put the rest of this summed up in my actual written review. Thank you for watching.
So instructions say I need only 100 milliliters, so we put only 100 milliliters. So I just put it here. Okay, and now I can put a bottle right here. I have very different bottle, and all of this it's new. But if you have bottles what you used before, you need first clean this before you put it here. So all bottle inside. I just put this one. Question how I can do this. Okay, when you put bottle, you can put this after bottle and put this stuff here. These have 3 use method. It's first one, it's just sterilization. The next one, it's sterilization and dry. It's like 45 minutes. Yeah. And last one, it's sterilization and extra dry. It's like super dry. And it's 65 minutes. I want to try sterilization and dry this one. So first one, we do this. Okay, and then of course we put this. And then we do be careful, it's very hot, and don't touch this when this work.
I can't say enough good things about this thing. I've already put the water in, but it's super easy to use, really user-friendly. This is a huge with the bottles and everything. Don't mind my dog. But this is like all the pump parts I've got. And I mean, like, you can use it for baby bottles and stuff too, but I'm gonna show you how this fits in, because it really is like really just a wonderful product. So I've got these, and then if you put them over the little things, I think it gets like, I don't know if it actually gets steam or not, but I like to think it does. So, and then all of this will like fit in the top. So once you get all of your bottles and stuff, which I could put another bottle in there if I wanted to, put this thing on top, And then you start with all the small parts. Sorry if you're getting dizzy here. I just want to show you just like how much stuff you can fit in this thing. And then you like set it and forget about it, which is wonderful. Because if you're a busy person like me, just don't have time to do those like microwavable ones over and over again. These ones are kind of funky in here, so because they're so small. And I just did a whole load here too. So let's see. Let's just grab everything else. All about making my life easier, as I'm sure most moms are. I mean, like, that's a lot of stuff. So then you put the lid on top. And I set it just to the first one here, but like you literally just set it and forget about it.
These are the bottle sterilizers that we use, and of course, since we have twins, we actually had to buy 2 of them. So as you can see, I'm currently using this right now. It's been on for about 14 hours. We actually put this in last night, and now it's acting as a storage, which will continue to sterilize. So we actually use the Dr. Brown wide neck bottles, and as you can see, it fits perfectly for the top bottles, so that is great. But also this top lid can actually flip around in the case if you have taller items, so it can actually go this way as well, so it adds an extra couple of inches if you need that. And the way you use that is we normally remove all the pieces, and then we add water down here. I still have the quick start guide because it's super helpful if in the case that we have sitters or anyone else who is needing to use this. But the way it works is that you press mode, and it has these different images here that also you can see, has a key on this side that you can use. So it kind of says like what the function is, which is super helpful, and it stays on. So, oh, this actually started, so I'm actually gonna press stop, and it's super quick and easy. So yeah, we've been using these for about a year now, and highly recommend them.
It's very hot. So I have it pulled out so that it doesn't steam up all of my cabinets. Just a fantastic machine. This is drying. It's really quiet. You can't hear it from your room at all, especially if you do this at night or during a busy, loud day. Love it. My baby breezer. Funnel. I just rotate them if I need it in a hurry. And I stick it in here, put it on dry, let it dry between my feedings. It's guaranteed to be 100% dry for my dry powder formula.
11, the dryer sanitizer that holds 11 bottles. It's currently on and working right now. Everything about it works great. However, I use the 8-ounce Dr. Brown's bottles, and with the parts pieces, you can see it does not sit on very well. The bottles themselves are too dry. I'll show you. Those are the ones we use. Yeah, doesn't sit properly. They're too tall. So if you use those bottles, don't get this.
So we have the Dr. Brown's electric sterilizer and the Papablic electric bottle sterilizer, and the Papablic is much better. You can tell after the sanitizing and drying feature, it's completely dry inside. And look at the lower compartment. It's completely dry. The bottles look brand new, not a spot of water anywhere. And if you look at the Browns, when you open it up, there's water everywhere, and the water tends to drip up the back and gets onto the back of your counter, so it's kind of messy, but it works. But the Papablic is much nicer in my opinion.
This sterilizer holds about 6 big bottles and lets you put all your small pieces, nipples, caps, everything in here. It sterilizes and then it goes all the way down here for dry and then extra dry. It's very fast. Do you want to look?
Mira, es ese tamañote. Mira todo esto. Mira todo el espacio que tiene adentro. Y seca las cosas. Ay, mierda. Entonces, lo que pones después su tapita. Que todavía no lo voy a poner, anda, voy a llenarlo más. Y ya. Entonces, aquí tiene para secar y todo eso.
So just got this, and as you can see up close, there's a bug inside, and I haven't even opened this yet. And some other little crumbs or whatever.
This is a very convenient and multi-use system. Down here, you sterilize and dry your bottles. Up here, you could do the nipples and whatever else things. And you could also steam your dim sum!
Mommy,